Warning, this video may contain spoilers about the anime and triggers. As you go on in the story, you will realize that you will take the place of Nezuko, and your backstory is the same, other than being Tanjiro's sister. Also, sorry for not posting as much. My family's just rowdy, I can't escape from them. And I usually post late at night while they're sleeping. Sometimes the video get pushed away for a later date than I was expecting because of either schoolwork, my own procrastination, or noisy backgrounds. Sorry I wasn't able to post as much as I want to. I can at least promise you guys I will at least post once a week, twice a week, and 3 if I'm lucky enough. But anyways, I held you guys long enough. You came here for the Yandere ASMR, so let's get into it. To tumble down the cliff into the blanket of snow below, Tanjiro gasps and runs over to you, shouting, "Are you okay?" You immediately lunged at Tanjiro, not recognizing him at first. You had opened your jaws, preparing to bite down and rip Tanjiro to shreds. However, Tanjiro pulled out an axe and restricted you from sinking your fangs into his flesh. Your jaws were clamped down the axe handle, trying to attack Tanjiro. "It's me, Tanjiro, don't you remember? We're friends, please!" Tanjiro desperately screams your name. As soon as he screams your name, it hits you. All the memories flooded back to you. Your eyes filled with tears as your mind became clear now. Suddenly you felt a presence heading towards you. Your glare hardens as you pull yourself and Tanjiro away from the current place he was at. A sword was brought down and cutting Tanjiro's hair. Tanjiro's air widened. Both of you two hit the tree, making the both of you groan in pain. You was already in a lot of pain, and most of your energy was being snapped away by healing your wounds during the transformation of human to demon. The man with the black hair and blue eyes. Instantly, you stand in front of Tanjiro, growling at the man. You will defend him. You lost all your loved ones. Beside him, you will save him. The rest of the scene was a blur to you. You remember nothing. Your memory is not clear at all. The last thing you remember of that day was waking up to Tanjiro with a bamboo muscle type thing preventing you from tasting human blood. You look over at Tanjiro's sleeping form, feeling a soft smile curl to your lips. Your eyes stare at his face, and you rested your hand on his cheeks. Tanjiro began to waken, immediately gripping your kimono tightly. His dark red hues stared into yours. At that moment, he had to do anything to protect you. You was the only thing he had left. You gave him one last glance before you fell asleep. Little do you know that slumber would last over a year. During your time of slumber, Tanjiro had been training to become a demon slayer. He despised the demons who killed your family and his. He despised them for turning into a demon. He made a promise that he will never leave anyone you, the person he had left. You were going to be his and only his, so no one could ever take you. One of the best days of Tanjiro's life is when you woke up. One day, while traveling, you woken up. It was dark out and you began to open your eyes. Almost immediately, Tanjiro tackles you into a hug. "YN, do you not know how worried I was? Never do that again!" Tanjiro exclaims, tears falling from his eyes. He hugged back, mind no longer hazy and weird. You could think clearly. You couldn't speak due to the muzzle type thing in your mouth. You point at the muzzle. "Oh, the bamboo muzzle? It's to make sure you don't taste human blood. You're a demon now." Tanjiro said sadly, gripping onto you tightly. "I promise I will not let anything happen to you, or let anyone take you away." You're simply not in hunting back. You didn't know how long you were asleep, but it seemed to take a toll on Tanjiro. Little do you know, Tanjiro has slowly become more obsessed with you every day. It's been a while since you first turned into a demon, and you had encountered many new people. You and Tanjiro had begun traveling with the 2 other demon slayers named Zenitsu and Inosuke. Inosuke can be a little much to handle at times, but he wasn't awful in your opinion. However, Zenitsu was another story. When he saw you, he'd always act weird and bashful, chanting your name. It made you feel uncomfortable, but you managed. Tanjiro, on the other hand, despises Zenitsu. He knew that blonde boy had grown to like you romantically. Tanjiro one day couldn't take it anymore. Hey, Zenitsu? Tanjiro smiles at him. Oh yeah, Tanjiro? The boy said, sticking rice to his face from the rice ball he just had eaten. Currently, the four of you were staring at a small hotel-like place. An old lady had welcomed you inside since you were demon slayers, while you was traveling in a small box on Tanjiro's back. Can we talk outside? Tanjiro asks, excitement bubbling in his chest. Zenitsu nods and gets up. Tanjiro and Zenitsu leave the room. Tanjiro wasn't concerned about you if you would be okay, since Inosuke was asleep, and you were sitting on the ground, playing with the pillow Tanjiro had gave you. Tanjiro smiles at you before completely leaving the room, closing the door behind him. The two boys made their way outside. Tanjiro brings Zenitsu into the forest, a hunting knife hitting away. What do you need to talk about? You like YN, right? Tanjiro asks, giving Zenitsu a soft smile. Zenitsu immediately blushes and stammers. Well, she is pretty cute. Oh, I see. A glare replaced Tanjiro's soft smile. You can't have her. She's mine. Tanjiro dresses the knife into Zenitsu's chest. Tanjiro, why? Zenitsu mumbles before taking his last breath. Tanjiro simply rolls his eyes and puts his knife away, leaving Zenitsu's body where it was. Luckily, he managed to keep his robe free of blood. He began to head back to a small hotel, thinking of an excuse. Once he got back to Yuni and Inosuke, he found an adorable scene before him. Inosuke was still asleep, but you weren't. You had the pillowcase over your head, as that was a hat. The pillow itself was around your arms. You were hugging it tightly. Your face morphed into satisfaction and peace. Tanjiro felt bad for ruining the adorable moment, but he burst. Zenitsu got taken away by a demon. I couldn't save him. Tanjiro's eyes were filled with fake tears. Inosuke immediately wakes up and runs over to Tanjiro. You're still, with your pillow hat on, you run to hug him. You pull his face into your shoulder and run your hand through his hair. Tanjiro continues his fake tears, earning the satisfaction of being close to you. After that day, Inosuke also got eaten by a demon, according to Tanjiro. You certainly didn't expect that to happen once again, but you comforted him. The two of you travel, slaying demons whenever the time came. However, this time was different. The two of you had a mission to slay another demon that was preying around the town, but there was someone else on this mission. As soon as you two arrived, the demon slayer attempted to kill you since he was the demon. I won't let anyone hurt her, Tanjiro yells before stabbing the man in the stomach with his blade, killing him. Your eyes widen as you look at Tanjiro's expression. He was smiling widely, his eyes clouded with insanity. The man before you was not Tanjiro, but merely a shell of who he used to be. I saved you again. I can't let anyone stealing you away from me too. Tanjiro mumbles as he walked closer to you. The first thing you thought of, run. Tanjiro chased after you, catching you immediately. I don't want to do this to you, my sweet, but I have to do now. Good night, Tanjiro whispers before knocking you out. When you woke up, you was in a dimly lit room. You looked down and noticed your simple Kimono placed with a beautiful, expensive-looking Kimono. You jumped up slightly when Tanjiro walks into the room, brightly smiling at you. You're awake. I'm glad you didn't sleep for another 2 years, he chuckles and sits next to you on the cold wooden floor. Do you like your new Kimono? You simply stare at Tanjiro with wide eyes. What did he do? I buy it just for you. You and Nezuko never let anyone get you new kimonos. Do I finally get to buy you one, so I bought the nicest one I could find. Please tell me you like it. I worked really hard to get enough money for it. Tanjiro exclaims, looking you in with a smile. You simply nod, making Tanjiro's smile grow wider. I'm glad. Let's call it our official present for being in love. You do love me, right? If you don't, I'll make you love me. You hesitate for a moment. You love Tanjiro, but he had just shown his true colors, scaring you. He grips your chin roughly, making you yelp. Say you love me. Tanjiro yanks the muzzles away from your lips, revealing your large demon fangs. Say it. I love you, you stammered, voice still harsh from not speaking for a while. Tanjiro blushes and smiles widely. I'm so glad, he exclaims, hugging you while you were trembling. He turns your head towards him and kisses you. You try to pull away, but the hand on your back of your head won't let you. You cringe and wait for Tanjiro to pull away, which he does after a while. He hugs you tightly and kisses your forehead. He pulls your head into his chest and hums a tune that you will always sing to a small child. You stare blankly at the wall ahead, wondering what has become of your childhood friend, the one who was so sweet, kind, and brave, now just a sick, lovesick murderer. Then he tells you, YN, I love you so much. I won't let anyone take you away from me, like they will take my family. I will not let anyone hurt you. You gulp as Tanjiro leans down and whispers something in your ear. You look absolutely beautiful in that kimono. Hey guys, thank you for listening. So if there's any background noises, one of my parents walked up the stairs while I was recording this and they made noise, so yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yandere Kilo is coming up next, so I hope you look forward to it. Anyways, I held you long enough. Bye guys.